Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Team Meridian Energetics. We are a group of global practitioners certified in the healing modality Meridian Energetics, and we're here today to share some information, knowledge, and also to introduce our global practitioners. My name is Katie. I'm from Pennsylvania, and I'm super happy to be here with my colleagues today.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm from Huddersfield in the UK, and I'm happy to be here today.
Hi, I'm Danah from Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and I'm very happy that we're going to do this interview with Sharon about her teaching and about the modality Meridian Energetics. Wow.
So Sharon, you're a teacher and practitioner of ME.
That's right, yes.
And what attracted you to first becoming certified as a practitioner of the modality?
Okay, going back about 5 years maybe, had my Kundalini and a heart center activation at that time. Had some weird and wonderful experiences. I became very aware that I wasn't just a physical body, and had this amazing energy just running through me, and this amazing energy coming out of my heart center, and realized that we're all energetic beings. And I had a message coming through that there would be many people going through what I was going through at that time, and I would just need to be in a position to help them further on down the line. So at that time, obviously, I didn't really know what was going on as well, and I found Mel Brand on YouTube. I watched a lot of his videos, which gave me a lot of insight and understanding of what was going on at the time. I was drawn to energy work. A shamanic part of me opened up as well, going through all these the Kundalini and the heart center activation. So I was drawn to energy work, so I became attuned to Reiki, and then I wanted to do Meridian Energetics with Mel, and I did eventually. Never looked back since. It's been an amazing experience.
And what kind of backgrounds are you coming from in terms of having experience or knowledge or training before ME? I know you just mentioned Reiki.
Yeah, well, at that time I was going drawn to energy work, so I did become attuned to Reiki. But before that, I had no experience of energy work. I was trained as a pharmacist, so I had a medical background. 20 years I was practicing pharmacist on and off. And I was kind of thought I was helping people. I was also studied aromatherapy, so that kind of opened me up to the holistic therapies, and I was more drawn to those kind of therapies as well. So, yeah.
And Sharon, how has ME affected you on a professional level?
Well, it's given me a profession that I really enjoy and really passionate about. So it's really opened up a whole new world in my professional life. Met a lot of really interesting and amazing people through it all, and that's how my professional life is going into your holistic therapy and particularly Meridian Energetics. That's what I want to do.
And what do you feel makes ME different from other healing modalities and therapies out there?
Because it's unique, and it helps you connect to your higher self, your source. So you're not going through any kind of third party. You're just like Reiki. So you are connecting to source, and you're using source energy, and it's all done through intuition. So I think that kind of sets it apart from others. And also it's based on the 12 chakra system within the body, which is, so it makes it evolutionary, not just a healing modality, but an evolutionary modality as well in that respect. And I think that makes it so unique. I don't think there's any other modalities that have that, really, not that I know of.
And how did you feel when you learned that there was no manual for learning Meridian energetics?
Well, initially I was a bit scared. Obviously, I've all my life I've kind of learned through books and exams and all that kind of stuff. But after the first few hands-on sessions, it became apparent that it needed not to have the manual, because it was so intuitive. You were so intuitively guided in the sessions, and you had to really get out of your own way and just let your intuition for your higher self follow your higher self through in the healing modality. So yeah, and also it helps your evolution. We still have the basic techniques that I learned initially, that was taught, but it helps you evolve as you evolve yourself in different areas. It helps you evolve your techniques as well, which is like gives you a lot of freedom, I think, to do various things that you can do, that you want to do in it, which I think is really good.
Yeah, my next question, you sort of started to answer as well. As there's no manual for Meridian energetics, do you feel the technique has evolved for you since you were certified?
Yeah, definitely. It does keep evolving as well, so it doesn't just stop because you evolve, because they're all evolving and growing exponentially. And I think the modality will, and the techniques will evolve as I evolve with it. So it's ever expanding and growing, which is very exciting.
Okay, I'm going to ask you the next question then. And you already started to. Okay, here it comes. What's specific that changed for you personally by growing and evolving in the modality? Like you say, you evolve yourself. So are there specific things and topics you evolved yourself in?
Personally, it really did shift me energetically. So it because we went through the self-development classes before we became practitioners. The lessons, the classes that we learned, that I learned, really shifted my energy in a fun way as well. There was no hard work involved. It was fun and creative way of doing it, and it happened very quickly for me, and it affected a lot of areas within my life, not only my working life, It affected my relationship with other people. I could express myself more, could set my boundaries easier. Yeah, and in all my day-to-day living, really helped me enormously. And with the evolutionary process, the process of growing and evolving, it's made it so much easier to do that.
You're already saying like the difference. You start with phase 1. You already explained that it was inner work, not really working hands-on.
Yeah.
So you really found that, well, a good thing to grow and evolve yourself first.
Yeah, I think that was essential. Really, it was. I think it's the only modality that well, Reiki doesn't do that, but it kind of makes us heal ourselves first and foremost before we can do that to the people. So.
And this gave you, going inward and do the inner work, it gave you more grounded and trusting the self that you.
Yeah, it gave you a lot of self-confidence, self-belief. It was huge. Yeah, it was. There was things that I did shortly after the inner child classes that I would have never dreamt of before. Like I could stand up in a room with my greatest fears were just dissipated. Do the inner work, the inner child work. So one of my fears, my greatest fears, was standing up in a room full of people and giving a talk. I just couldn't do it before. And after that initial phase 1, inner child development classes, I started a meditation group and was able to stand up in a room full of people and tell everybody about myself and with confidence and hold meditation groups. So, and also at the festivals that I do, room full of 50 people, no problem. But before the inner child work, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have had the confidence or the.
Wow, amazing.
It is.
Going to ask you the next question, and it's like, what's your favorite aspect about the Meridian energetics, about the modality as a whole?
My favorite aspect. I think because you connect to that your client on a soul level. It's a soul to soul connection, and that's so beautiful to be able to do that. And the communication is also kind of heart centered, so it's you get what they need on a soul level to put them into balance or whatever technique you need to do on them. It's kind of communicated to you on a intuitive soul level, and I think that's the most beautiful thing about it, because it's just a pure soul to soul connection with that person that you're working with. And I found that really really special.
Yeah. Would you like to recommend to others to become a Meridian energetics practitioner?
Yeah, definitely. If you're committed to your own growth and evolution, if you want to help others, you want to do some holistic therapy, Meridian energetics is the best one for me, really. So yeah, I would recommend it. But it does take a while. It doesn't happen overnight. And so you have to be committed to it, really.
beautiful. When you were a child, did you ever think of becoming a healer?
Not really. My first love was music. I was always wanting to sing and dance. But I suppose I did. I had a few animals that I had, and I kind of nursed them when they were sick. But it wasn't something that I wanted to do when I was older. I never really dreamed of that, and I didn't want to become a nurse or a doctor or whatever. Or I want to sing and dance.
But it's so beautiful that you say this, and I know you quite well, and we've been working together on festivals. And
Yeah.
when I look at you handing out a hands-on session on clients, it's like you're playing music. It's like the flow and the dance of energy you connect with the client. So I would definitely say you're really
Yeah,
so
it is. It is. It's like
for the music in them.
it
Bring
is like
back
making a symphony, isn't it? Like you putting somebody back into harmony. You by doing various things, putting them into a balanced way, and you're kind of bringing harmony back into the body. So it is. Yeah.
So next to Meridian Energetics, a teaching of practitioners, and you the hands-on sessions, you do the meditation classes. Are there more things you have to offer in your professional business? What you can offer?
I do. I do also massage therapy. I do Swedish massage and aromatherapy, and facials. I also make and sell natural aromatherapy spa products. Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, there's so much behind every practitioner. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and you make products. They smell beautiful.
Yeah, I've now developed a range of energy sprays, which, thanks to you, Danah, goes quite well with the Meridian energetics as well.
We're connected into and we channeled like what stuff to put in, which 12 chakra system. So it's really beautiful. Okay. If somebody is interested, Sharon, where can they find you and reach out to you?
Okay. So if you're interested in sessions or becoming a practitioner or taking in child classes or wanting a massage, you can find me on my website. It is www.soulflames.co.uk. My email is sharon@soulflames.co.uk. So either on those two, website or email.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Danah. And thank you everyone for watching. If you'd like to learn more about the modality, you can check out meridianenergetics.com, or you can check out our Facebook group, Meridian Energetics, Etheric Healing and Wellness. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.